The Story of Robin Hood. Long ago, England was ruled by the wicked and greedy Prince John. He ordered the sheriff of Nottingham to tax the people so heavily that some were forced to become outlaws. Two of the most famous outlaws were Robin Hood and Little John. They were the best of friends and would steal the tax money from the sheriff and give it back to the poor. One day, Prince John was traveling by coach to Nottingham to pick up more tax money. He was so busy counting his gold that he didn't notice he was passing through Sherwood Forest, the home of Robin Hood. Nor did he see Robin Hood and Little John watching him from a tree. "Look at all that gold. Let's pay Prince John a little visit," Robin Hood said to Little John. In his coach, Prince John contemplated his gold. "Look at all this gold I have," Prince John was saying to himself. "Life has been good since King Richard left for the crusade. He treated his people too nicely." Suddenly, Robin Hood and Little John appeared by the roadside when the coach passed by, disguised as lady fortune-tellers. "Care to have your fortune told, your Majesty?" they asked. "Fortune-tellers? How curious," thought Prince John, and he called out, "Stop the coach!" While Robin Hood was telling Prince John his fortune, he managed to slip the royal rings off his fingers, and Little John sneaked into the carriage and helped himself to the prince's gold. Prince John never even knew he had been robbed until Robin and Little John were gone, and oh my, was he furious. After several days had gone by, Robin's friend Friar Tuck came to Sherwood Forest with some news. "Prince John is having an archery tournament tomorrow. The prize is 1,000 gold coins. You would win it for sure, Robin," he said. "I would love to, Friar, but if I show up, I'm sure they will capture me." "You know, Maid Marian will give a kiss to the winner," replied Tuck. Maid Marian. She had been Robin's childhood sweetheart, and he had never forgotten her. So immediately, Robin agreed to enter the tournament. Truth be told, Maid Marian cared for Robin as much as he cared for her. The very next day, two strangers appeared at the tournament. "No one will recognize us in these disguises," Robin whispered to Little John. "I'll win the tournament and the kiss, and no one will know the winner is Robin Hood." The tournament began, and soon only Robin Hood, among all the other contestants, was the only one who could shoot right through the middle of the target. Everyone was surprised by the accuracy of this stranger. Finally, only Robin Hood and the Sheriff of Nottingham were left in the tournament. The sheriff tried to cheat by putting Robin Hood's target much farther away than his own, but even so, Robin managed to hit the bullseye 5 times in a row and win the contest. All this time, Prince John had been watching very closely. When Robin came to claim his prize, Prince John said, "And now I name you the loser. Only Robin Hood could shoot an arrow as accurately. Seize him!" It looked like the end for Robin, but Little John sneaked up behind Prince John's throne and held a sharply pointed knife to his back. Then he whispered to the prince, "Let my friend go, or you'll be sorry." So the prince quickly told his guards, I changed my mind. Let him go." And so Robin was free again. Of course, when Robin Hood and Little John were making their escape, Prince John ordered again, "Guards, arrest those 2 thieves." Robin Hood and Little John fought off the guards bravely. Swords clashed and arrows flew. During the fight, Robin Hood managed to grab hold of Maid Marian's hand, and they all escaped into the woods. Oh, but Prince John was angry.
"Double the taxes, triple the taxes. I'll make everyone pay for this."
But of course, nobody could pay those taxes, and the prisons became more and more crowded. The sheriff even robbed the church and arrested Friar Tuck for objecting. But Robin Hood was a foxy fellow, and he made a plan for that very night. He and Little John climbed the high castle wall. Then Robin tiptoed up to the sleeping sheriff of Nottingham. Carefully and quietly, he stole the jail keys from the sheriff's own pocket. "Here, Little John, take these and open the cell doors," whispered Robin. Everyone in the jail was surprised to see a familiar face enter the room, and they cried out for joy. "Shh! Be quiet. We're breaking you out of here," whispered Little John as he freed everyone from their prison cell. Meanwhile, Robin had climbed up into Prince John's bedroom where he kept all the gold. Prince John was fast asleep, so Robin tied the bags of gold to a rope rigged between the bedroom window and the prison and started to send them over one by one. As the gold reached the jail, Little John took the bags off the rope. "Take them and run," Little John loudly urged as he passed the gold to the escaping prisoners. Little John and the prisoners managed to escape. But just then, Prince John awoke.
"My gold! My gold! Guards!"
Trapped in the castle by himself, Robin climbed a high tower to escape the guards.
"Robin's in the tower! Burn him out!"
shouted the sheriff. Robin had no choice but to dive into the moat that surrounded the castle.
"After him! Shoot him!"
demanded Prince John.
"He's in the moat!"
All the sheriff's men fired arrows into the water. After some minutes without seeing him, Prince John said,
"He's finished! Robin Hood is gone for good!"
Even Little John thought Robin had drowned.
Poor Robin. He never had a chance,"
said Little John sadly as he tried to hold back his tears. But then, all of a sudden, Robin popped up from under the water. "Hey, Little John, don't be sad. I'm all right. I've been breathing the air through this reed." Little John heaved a sigh of relief, and he gave Robin a big bear hug. He was so very happy to see him. Soon after Robin's escape, good King Richard came back from the Crusades to take his rightful place on the throne of England. Prince John and the sheriff were arrested for all the bad things they had done, and happiness, once again, returned to the land. Robin Hood and Maid Marian were married in Sherwood Forest, and all their friends came to wish them well. The end.